Are you a gamer but unsure what games are out there in the Web3 space? Or are you an investor wanting to get into the Web3 and crypto space but unsure where to start? What if I told you there was one place where you could go and get all of these avenues plus so much more? Arcade2Earn is this space. They are up to date with all the best games across the Web3 space, plus they let you invest in these risk-free. That's right, risk-free investing in these games. Today I'm going to go into a deep dive on how this project is going to work and why I am so bullish on it. So let's get into it. So we're going to start here, guys, at the very basic side and then work all the way through to their Wagmi bonus pool. You're going to want to stick around for this because this is one of the reasons why I'm so bullish and why they're going to be here for a long time, guys. They aren't going to go anywhere anytime soon. So they're built on the Solana network that gives its community the opportunity to earn rewards through play-to-earn games, which are passed along via their revolutionary mission pool concept. Now, to play most blockchain games, you need to buy some sort of NFT or multiple NFTs. These can be upwards of hundreds, even thousands of dollars at some point. Gamers do not want to spend that money. It is too expensive. Most people can't play the games because they are gated by so much money. Arcade2Earn is here to solve this by having their own in-game assets, and they're going to let you play with their assets. And even if they don't let you play with them, you can invest in other people through a mission pool. These mission pools are a derivative of any in-game activity. So they could be harvesting resources from land in Illuvium or going on some sort of expedition through Star Atlas. There's going to be more examples of these come down below, but these mission pools will be set at a certain time frame or a set number of actions needed to be done. So Arcade is going to use a 2-token system, their Arcade token plus their X-Arcade token. Even though that this is built on the Solana network, they are going to have access to any game across any network, which is super valuable because I know there's lots of games on Solana, but Illuvium is definitely not on Solana. To keep it just to Solana, that would be a huge mistake. So this has opened them up to every game that is ever going to be released on the blockchain. A mission pool operator, or an MPO, is anyone that has been approved by Arcade to use the platform's NFTs. These people or guilds will then set a mission in-game, like harvest materials or acquire a blueprint in Illuvium 0. This mission is then listed as a mission pool with a time frame and an amount of X-Arcade that needs to be invested into the pool before the mission starts. Once the X-Arcade target is hit, then the mission pool starts and the MPO's assigned player will try to complete the mission pool. As they play, they will generate desired in-game rewards, and at the end of the mission pool, these will be sold and transferred into X-Arcade tokens. As they play, they will generate the desired in-game rewards like ETH or ILV or whatever tokens that you may get in revenue from a game. At the end of the mission pool, these will be sold and transferred into X-Arcade tokens. Then the revenue is distributed to the relevant parties. If you don't want to play any of the games in Arcade but still want to be a part of the Arcade ecosystem, you can be a mission pool contributor. NPCs are token holders who choose MPOs, the mission pool operators, that they wish to support during their mission pools by temporarily depositing the X-Arcade token into the mission pools. At the end of the mission pool, if the MPO is successful, you will also get a proportionate share of the rewards earned. If the MPO is unsuccessful, then those tokens you have staked come back to you with no loss. This is where I'm saying the risk is zero. You put in the X-Arcade token that you want to invest, and if they succeed, you get revenue. If they do not succeed, you get your money back. This is risk-free investing, guys. How amazing is this? So here's some examples of mission pools. So on Illuvium, you have a plot of land. This can be managed for a week, 2 weeks, a month. Then you set your X-Arcade token that needs to be deposited at, say, 200,000. This amount is required before the mission can start, which will come from usually multiple NPCs. Once the set amount is reached, the mission pool is started. As you play, you generate fuel and sell the fuel for ETH. At the end of the month, that ETH that you have made is transferred back into the X-Arcade token and distributed accordingly to the MPOs, NPCs, and to Arcade. Or you can head over to Star Atlas. Maybe you like Star Atlas more, or you find an MPO that has a better return on investment over there. So they'll send out a ship. It'll be operated for the duration of, say, 2 weeks. 100,000 X-Arcade is required before the mission pool can start. Again, once the target amount of tokens is hit, the mission pool starts and any in-game revenue made is converted into X-Arcade and distributed accordingly. So anything that you make in-game of value that can be sold, say ETH, ILV, or any other token from any other game, or blueprints or skins or anything like that, gets sold, and whatever that revenue is gets transferred back into X-Arcade and then distributed between all the relevant parties. These are obviously very basic examples and easy mission pools to set up. The duration, amount of resources or runs needed to complete the mission pools are all variable and all up to the MPOs when they set these mission pools. When Arcade launches, the platform is structured more towards MPOs using Arcade's NFTs for mission pools and will not rely on investors putting their personal NFTs up for use. At the moment, Arcade has lots and lots of NFTs for multiple games. Like, they have invested a lot into this, and as soon as these games start getting released, I believe they're waiting for, say, a big one like Illuvium to get on the map so they can start and then release their token. But once that comes out, they have hundreds of plots of land to use by everyone, all these MPOs, and they've already set up with guilds and MPOs already registered to go. So as soon as this drops, we are go, go, go. But as time goes on, they will slowly move towards using more investors' NFTs for mission pools. Also, the platform is being built so MPOs can use their own NFTs to run mission pools. This gives them the chance to earn revenue and leverage their own NFTs to generate revenue for additional NFTs. So say you're a big guild and you want to use your own NFT but make other people pretty much pay for it, and then you can continually buy on this. Super easy. Put it up, you use your own gamers to play the land, and then other people back you to use the revenue to then earn more revenue. I don't see anyone losing out in this game because, well, not game, on this platform. No one's going to lose because you put in your money and you get your money back if nothing happens. You earn money if something happens. The only thing they lose is the gamers lose time. Time is the only thing that is lost if you don't make the mission pool ending. So I don't see any downside in this for anyone. So Arcade has implemented a special long-term pool called the Wagmi bonus pool. A percentage of all the transfer fees on the platform will be sent to this pool and stored and locked up for 50 years. That's right, 50 years it's going to be locked up. So after the 50 years, the pool will be distributed accordingly to the Arcade supporters who have met a wide variety of qualifications over the years. This gives the community a very healthy and exciting long-term vision with a lot to look forward to and work towards. This just adds to the gamification of the whole Arcade platform by adding long-term goals for people to work towards and even get more revenue at the end of this. So the primary source of fees is going to be when you trade your X Arcade back to the Arcade token. Withdrawal fee will be charged to the user. So at that rate, it pretty much makes you want to keep putting your X Arcade back into mission pools to keep turning that over into more revenue rather than taking it out into the Arcade token and doing something else with it. The secondary source occurs when MPOs withdraw their Arcade out of a mission pool early. The size of the fee will be determined on something like how much duration was left in the mission pool. So if you're not sold on Arcade yet, then the quality and diversity of their major and minor backers that are up here on the screen should excite you. The three major backers they have partnered with are Solana, Crypto.com, and KuCoin. These are three major players in the Web3 industry and are definitely not going anywhere anytime soon. They are industry leaders in their fields, and Arcade is continually adding to their group of backers and getting backers that don't usually invest in crypto to do so, which is just showing how well they're structured and thought out that the whole Arcade platform is. So in summary, this is obviously not financial advice for anyone. This is just me showing you how this whole network works and why I'm so bullish on it, but it's going to be for everyone, from investors, developers, guilds, and of course, you, the gamer. Arcade is going to be the index fund of the Web3 and Gamefi. You get to invest your crypto in Arcade and then diversify your investment across as many games and mission pools as you wish. Arcade has set themselves up into a spot where the only way that they're going to fail is if Web3 as a whole fails. They're not backing themselves on one game like Illuvium or Star Atlas to hold themselves up. Arcade have positioned themselves as industry leaders so that now games come to them on guidance on how to grow their project and how they should implement Web3 into their product. Guilds and gamers will be able to use Arcade in multiple different ways to mitigate as much risk as possible and get some great returns for themselves, and in turn build up their revenue and recognition in the space. Arcade has come up with an entirely new idea and is going to pave the way for Web3 gaming. This is why I am super bullish on this, guys. I feel that it's still very early. There's still so much to come. We need games to be in the space before Arcade really sets alight and their token gets released. But this is why I'm super bullish. In the description below, I've got the link to the Arcade2Earn Discord, their website, and to the link of the white paper that I have behind me that I've taken screenshots from. I suggest you go and dive even deeper into Arcade. Go join the Discord, go say hello and say that I sent you there. But anyway, if you've liked this content and want to see any more of mine, hit that subscribe and hit that like, and I will see you in a video soon.